Hey everybody. So today we continue working on our goals for the day, for the week. For the beginning of this week, what we're doing is we're tracking two things, no, only two things: steps and meals. And I've already sent an app, a couple of apps that you can use for tracking your meals. The best way to do this right now is to know where you are. Okay, you have to kind of know where you are, and then once you know where you are, you can draft a plan to where you want to get. In the beginning, your mind's going to tell you, "Oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that." Stick with it. This is not easy work. Okay, it's easy if you start sticking with it. Just stick with it. Don't let anything or anyone dissuade you from doing this. Because everybody's going to tell you, you know what, there's an easy way to do it. There's another way to do it. You can go to your doctor and get a bunch of injections or get a bunch of pills, and you'll be able to get to where you want to get. And what happens later on after you get past this, but your mindset is not changed yet? You know, the best way to make a change in your life is to change your mindset. It's the only way I know. No magic potion or pill is going to create the result that you want without changing your mindset. So how do you change your mindset? One little tiny step at a time. One baby step at a time, okay? I promise you, it doesn't happen overnight, but it happens in time. You know, it's taken me a little bit of time. I'm still working on my mindset. You know, your little habits, your little wants and needs. You know, you go out and you're partying and you know, you're with your friends. You know, you want to be like them. You want to be part of the group. You want to be part of the party. You don't want to sound like somebody who's going to make a change. You don't have to make huge changes. You just have to make small, deliberate changes right now. Small, deliberate changes. And the first change you got to make is to open your mind to the possibility of making this happen. You know, when I went blind, I realized that I had a possibility. It was either stay where I was or change my perspective. And it was hard, it was difficult, but I tried to change my perspective. It took me time. Just like it took me time to get where I am right now, right? It takes time to change your mindset, to get a new beginning by changing the way you think. When you change the way you think, you're actually starting to create some new habits. So here's what we're trying to do today, this week. Tracking your steps. All right. I know some of you think you're not where you need to be right now, but you will get there. All right. If you're at 2,000 steps, that's fine. Double it up. If you did 2,000 yesterday, double it up. Go to 4,000. Don't try to make it all happen at once. If you did 7,000, all right, do a little bit of extra. All right. Take half of that and say, you know what, I'm going to do 8,000 or I'm going to do 9,000. The bottom line is to get there within a reasonable time. Don't allow yourself to not do this, all right? The other thing is meal tracking. I'll tell you the purpose of meal tracking. The purpose of meal tracking is to know what you're putting in your tank. If you don't know what you're putting in your tank, how do you know what you need to do to get to the point where you need to get? There's no way, all right? How much gas is going to get your car from here to where you want to go? Okay, the amount of gas cannot be more than what your goals are. I'll give you an example. If your application told you that your goal is 1,600 calories, don't try to go to that right now. But understand that if you're at 3,800 or 4,000 calories, right, and you're not doing anything other than eating and chilling out and watching TV and all that, which is fine, you know you're not going to lose any weight, all right? The magic in losing weight, getting to the shape you want, is looking at the intake. What do you take in? How much are you taking in? And the minute you figure out how much you're taking in, then you can start making adjustments. And then we can start making big adjustments. If you want to go cold turkey, I can show you how to go cold turkey. Cold turkey meaning all at once. But you don't want to do that right now because it's too much. For some of us, it's too much. It's too much of a leap. So what do? We do it a little bit at a time. So track your steps and track your meals. Get that going. Get into the habit of doing that. Because when you get into the habit of doing that, you're going to be able to get into the habit of doing your 10,000, your 10K steps, and then we're going to start managing our meals. It doesn't mean you're going to have to stop eating what you like. It means you're going to start managing what you put in your tank. I like this phrase. What are you putting in your tank today? Track it. If you eat a donut, add it. You can add it. You can find it. If you eat, drink a cup of coffee with cream and sugar, add it. If you drink water, add it. We're going to talk about water next week. Not this week, next week. Too much at once is what gets people demotivated. And then here's the next thing that gets you demotivated is thinking that you can't do it, that you're not going to get there. So if your app says you're going to be at you need to be at 140, if that's your goal, put it in there. Do not let yourself be tricked by your subconscious. Your subconscious is going to want to put you in a comfort zone. The comfort zone is the place where you are right now. And if you want to get out of this comfort zone, you're going to have to do a little bit of extra work to get a little bit out of your comfort zone so you can make the changes you want to make in your life. Remember, the changes that you want to make are not going to be made by a potion, by a pill, by an injection. It's going to be made by changing this right here, your head, your mindset. Your mindset is what's going to change your life, not any doctor, not anybody, not any person. And from now on, my suggestion to you, and I'm going to close with this, is stop listening to people who don't have results. If you've got somebody who is giving you advice about losing weight or doing something like this, look at them first. See, do they look like they have the kind of result that I'm looking for? And if the answer is no, don't listen to them. Listen to people who have results. If I tell you something and I don't do it, I don't have the result. If I tell you something and I do it, I have the result. Let's get going, everybody. Motivation only lasts a little bit, but education lasts a lifetime. If you can get yourself to thinking different, I promise you, you're going to make this happen.